menstrual cycle from period to ovulation. The menstrual cycle is a monthly series of changes in a woman's body as it prepares for the possibility of pregnancy. T is a complex interplay of hormones and physical changes, typically lasting between 24 and 38 days. For simplicity, we'll describe a roughly 28-day cycle, focusing on the journey from the period to ovulation. Phase 1, menstruation, days 1 approximately 5 to 7. This is what we commonly know as a period. It marks the beginning of the menstrual cycle.
What happens?
If pregnancy didn't occur in the previous cycle, the thickened lining of the uterus, endometrium, breaks down and sheds. This tissue, along with some blood and mucus, exits the body through the vagina. Hormones, levels of estrogen and progesterone are low at the start of menstruation. Phase 2, follicular phase, day 1 approximately day 13. This phase overlaps with menstruation and continues until ovulation.
What happens?
The pituitary gland in the brain releases follicle-stimulating hormone, FSH. FSH stimulates the growth of several follicles, small sacs containing immature eggs, in the ovaries. Usually, one follicle becomes dominant and continues to mature, containing a single egg. The other follicles stop growing. As the dominant follicle grows, it produces estrogen. Rising estrogen levels cause the lining of the uterus, endometrium, to thicken and become enriched with blood, preparing for a potential pregnancy. High estrogen levels also trigger the pituitary gland to release luteinizing hormone, LH. Hormones, FSH is initially elevated, then declines as estrogen rises. Estrogen levels increase throughout this phase, peaking just before ovulation. LH starts to rise towards the end of this phase. Phase 3, ovulation, around day 14. This is the midpoint of the cycle.
What happens?
A surge in LH triggers the release of the mature egg from the dominant follicle in the ovary. The egg is then available to be fertilized by sperm as it travels down the fallopian tube. Hormones, there's a significant peak in LH, and to a lesser extent, FSH. Estrogen levels peak and then start to decline after ovulation. In summary, the journey from your period to ovulation involves the shedding of the uterine lining, the development of ovarian follicles under the influence of FSH, the selection and maturation of one egg due to rising estrogen, the thickening of the uterine lining in preparation for potential implantation, and finally, the release of the mature egg triggered by a surge in LH. This entire process is orchestrated by the dynamic interplay of hormones produced by the brain and the ovaries.